Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, April 27th. We are beginning week number 7 of being away from Joseph Case High School, beginning our 6th week of remote learning after our April break, and big announcements last week. So first on Tuesday, I'm sure as all of you know, the governor closed schools for the rest of the school year, which really put an end to any hope for spring sports, spring music, spring drama, any extracurricular activity here. So I know on the minds of Case students, Case teachers, and Case families, I think right now I can think of 5 things that come to my mind. First of all, for you seniors, you're very interested about what will graduation look like. I received a lot of communication from seniors and their parents about, the unrest about what this will look like. And I'm going to be very, very honest with you. We are working on it. We are looking to offer some sort of communal event that will be within the guidelines that the state is giving us. We will not be looking to just do a virtual graduation. We will look for something beyond that, but we're going to be looking at a few different options and scenarios this week, and hopefully have more information to you as we continue. We're also going to look at some alternatives for some senior events that are within our control. Other questions seniors have about capstones, we'll be conferring with senior teachers or English teachers this week to come up with a plan for what is the best way for you to present your capstone projects, which many of you have been working on for the bulk of this school year. Other things that people are interested in, whether you're a senior or a freshman or a teacher, how can you have access to the building to gather stuff from your locker, from your classroom, from the locker room, some of your personal belongings that might be in other areas. And we have to work on a plan for that. We cannot have hundreds of people arrive at the school at any time. So that's another consideration that all schools will be looking at. How do people retrieve their personal belongings? We will also be looking at what our next level of remote learning will look like, because the plans that have in place really had in mind a return to school around May 4th. So now we have to look at what we're offering, especially for students currently in grades 9, 10, and 11. And kind of refocus, according to the wishes of the Commissioner of Education, on prerequisites in the standards that will ensure or are critical to your success for next year. So we have a work in front of us to kind of streamline or maybe look through another lens about what we will be offering students between now and the middle of June. So we'll be looking in the next week or so for more guidance on the next level of remote learning. Right now, I think you should return to your Google Classrooms and continue with what your teachers are preparing for you for this week. Finally, this week begins course registration for current juniors. That's the class of 2021. On the Friday before April break, I held a town meeting virtually. It was very well attended. I had great feedback on it, great questions, and we will be offering course registration this week only for juniors, beginning on Tuesday. You should be checking your email later on this afternoon for information about how you will go about using AspenX to register for classes. While I talk about email, seniors, please check your email for information on how to attain your CPR cards, which have been mailed, digitally to you via your school email. You might even want to check your spam folder. Sometime they get rerouted to that folder here. I can resend you the information about how seniors should be accessing their CPR cards. So those are 5 things that I think are pressing on many different minds at Case High School. Now, just some additional announcements. Report cards for Term 3 were published on the Friday before we broke for spring break. Those can be accessed through Aspen X2. As a reminder, our grab and go lunch and breakfast program resumes today. Swansea Public Schools is providing this program for breakfast and lunch Monday through Fridays. Meals can be picked up in front of the high school between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. This opportunity is open to all students at this time, and we will continue to provide this service for as long as this program can be sustained. So grab and go breakfast and lunch open to all students between 11 and 1 in front of the high school. This week, we'll be finishing out our tribute to National Poetry Month with our final haikus. If you have one that you want published and celebrated with your community, please email it to me. This week, we'll be finishing that up on Thursday. We'll be beginning on Friday a salute to seniors. So seniors, please check your email later today for some information about how you can help me celebrate Joseph Case High School's class of 2020 each day in the month of May. Our haiku today comes from senior Nathaniel LaBeouf. Nathaniel writes, "When spirits are low, nothing unites us like art. Theater brings out love." So thank you, Nathaniel James. We appreciate that. The word of the day is precipitate. Precipitate is a verb meaning to hasten the concern of. And our sentence comes from a recent Washington Post article. We face a new reality precipitated by the pandemic. Joseph Case High School provides a safe, diverse, and nurturing environment to help students become lifelong learners with 21st century skills. Our core values are communication, authentic learning opportunities, shared responsibility and academic excellence and integrity, engagement of students as active learners, high order thinking skills, and a strong 21st century knowledge base. This concludes today's announcements. Please have patience with us while we reckon with some of the questions and tasks that are in front of us. We really, really appreciate not only your patience, but your support at this time. Have a great day.